Hi, I'm Maggie Dalton and this is another Q&A video, and today I'm answering a question that was posted to my website, theimmigrationagency.com, by Nadine. And Nadine writes to me, "Hi, I'm applying for a 189 skill visa soon. I am waiting for my skill assessment from the AACA. I am from Ireland and I'm wondering if I need to get points for English ability, or do I need to do an IELTS exam to prove this on paper? Also, I have broken work experience in between studies, adding to 3 to 4 years of work experience in total over the past 10 years. Is this sufficient to gain 5 points in the points test for work experience, or does it need to be continual?" And finally, in her message to me, she's asking, do I need to prove this work experience via references? So first of all, Nadine, it will depend on whether you have the minimum pass mark without having to take an English test, okay? So if you have, say, for example, 50 points without having taken English points, well, we know that the minimum pass mark for applying for a skilled migration visa is 60 points. So that means that you will have to take an English test like the IELTS test, and hopefully you'll get a proficient score which will give you 10 bonus points, which you can add to the 50 points, and that's 60 points overall. So really what you need to do is take a look at how you've calculated your points overall for age, for qualification, for work experience, and make an assessment of whether you need to take the English test. It doesn't matter if you're from Ireland, which is seen as a native English-speaking country. If you need the points, you need to take the test. Now, the second part of her message, she's asking, does work experience have to be continual? So you can count work experience as relevant for purposes of applying for a skilled migration visa by counting work experience from post-qualification, so once you've qualified, and it doesn't have to be continual, it can be cumulative as well. So if she counts up in the last 10 years that she's got somewhere between 3 to 4 years of work experience, then she can say, well, she's got relevant work experience of 3 in the last 10 years, and that would be 5 points towards her mark, her pass mark. And finally, she's asking, Nadine is saying, do I need to prove this via references? Well, I'm assuming, does she need to prove her work experience via references? And that's an absolutely yes, definite yes. You have to prove your work experience with employment references, okay? The employment references are evidence that to prove that you have worked in the jobs that you've said you've worked, and those jobs are relevant to the occupation you've nominated for your application. And not only do you need employment references, you will also need to evidence and verify that it was a full-time paid employment, okay? So usually they'll be asking to see things like pay summaries, annual tax returns, or even wage slips, things like that, contract of employment, job descriptions, anything that came that can be relied upon to verify that you were in this full-time paid role that is relevant to the occupation you've nominated for your visa. Okay, so thanks again to Nadine for the message and the 3-part question actually, and thanks for watching this video.